Hey there, friends and fellow pigsters. The live stream is coming right up, so you guys should sit down, kick back, maybe grab a cold one and enjoy the wait. And if you're a fan of elevator music, well, you're in luck, because you could expect about 10 minutes of it. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what Piggy says when he goes live. Hey there, friends and fellow pigsters. The live stream is coming right up, so you guys should sit down, kick back, maybe grab a cold one and enjoy the wait. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what Piggy says when he goes live. Cardisterists make me ponder cardistry. Cardisters. Some cardisters like the cardist while they are canoodling. Okay, yeah, the audio works. That's good. Hey there. Welcome to a little bit of a hot live stream. As I said before, I want to do 2 live streams a week. One that's just a chill stream. Another one that's a very specific stream with a topic. Last time I did a review on Mark Wilson's Guide to Magic. Today's a chill one. Today's a relatively chill one. So that's what I thought I'd do today. It's an hour late. I also put a poll up asking people when is the best time to do a little bit of a live stream. And I said 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock was the overwhelming winner. But it turns out that I can't even do that because I had to stream an hour late. Just because, honestly, I'm retarded and I forgot. That's about it. What about Vice City stream? Maybe after this one. Maybe after this I'll play some Vice City on the plus side of things. Finish getting those packages. Unfortunately, I don't think that's ever going to happen. I might actually die before getting packages. Is this another butcher meme? Is this the butcher over here? Ejo Majo, whatever that is. Is that butcher putting binary on the actual stream? That's juicy, dog. You know what else is juicy? Pussy. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to. Did you really stream while I have finals tomorrow? You have finals tomorrow. I think people are starting spring break tomorrow. So that's kind of odd that you have finals when other people are doing spring break. But you're a big boy. You're an adult. That's what adults do. What is this? Why am I getting? That's not true. At least, oh, look at that. Oh, shit. Oh, damn, man. Getting some hot text here. Imagine if you didn't survive the accident and I didn't get to collect 100 packages. It's not gonna matter, accident or not. I actually passed by the street today, and I'm not even kidding. I still get sweats every time I pass by the street, or every time I pass by a stop sign. I was actually looking for motorcycles today. I'm driving around with UME, Danny from UME. We're actually driving around looking for bikes, but unfortunately, all of them were crap, man. I looked at one motorcycle today. The guy said, "No, everything's good with it. Everything's fine." And I don't know. I had some parts that were a little bit odd. That really seemed like he spray painted the motor. I don't know. It seemed odd. It was a beautiful bike, I imagine, initially, but it just doesn't look the same. And there was another one yesterday that was also fairly shady, but I guess it's just something I got to deal with. Let's see. Are you gonna be a feminist about it? I don't know what you mean by that, man. How am I gonna be a feminist about binary? Well, Stefan, you're looking for bikes. Yeah, you're looking for different kinds of bikes. You're looking for you're looking for actual bikes. Those bikes with the little feet pedals. That you're not the feet pedals. The what do you call this? You could put your feet on the. Well, one of them, RB. I was looking today was a 2004, and then the other one that I was looking at, which was really shady, was a Suzuki Savage 650. But that one, it was creepy as shit. The dude was kind of really odd about it. It was a bike from 1998 that had it had, what do you call this, 4,000 miles on it from 1998. All right, dude, I believe that. So yeah, so that was at least a little bit of a fun thing. Next video, no, I don't show my face next video. I do show a face in the next video, but not my face. It's actually going to be a new series I'm starting. I'm excited about the video that's coming up on Tuesday. Or did the stream die for like a second there? I think the stream died for a second there. I don't know why it did that. I don't know how to respond to this text, man. I don't know how to respond to this shit. Let me see this. That's not true. At least it was funny. No. Or is it official? There you go. That's kind of weird. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. What was the first bike? The stream died when you said 2004. Yeah, 2004 Kawasaki. So the first one I looked at was a 2004 Kawasaki Vulcan, which was pretty iffy. I gotta say, pretty iffy all around. I didn't like the look of it, and when he rolled off, it really made like kind of a fucked sound. And then the other one that I looked at, Suzuki Savage from 1998, which yeah, I don't know, 4,000 miles. Oh my god. Okay, what's this one? For the Card Academy, the link never works when I click on it. Well, it should be bit.ly/Piggy Academy or Pigcake Academy. If not, just look on Patron. Look up Pigcake on Patron. That's the other one. Man, I'm kind of I don't know, man. I'm happy with where the Academy is going. I'm very happy with where the Academy is going. People seem to be responding to it well, and I do like the community aspect of it. I can't wait to see what Piggy says when he goes live. That's funny. That's funny. Maybe we shouldn't rub in the fact that Piggy lost his bike that he put so much money in. Man, thank you, bro. Thank you, dude. I like that. Yeah, I like being reminded after repairing my bike that immediately I had a lady hit it. Keepers use the Cardamundi B9 finish, but with USPC faces and not a stick with 2 C's. That's heat. That's heat. But for performance, I got 4 bricks of Copags. Yeah, I still have some Copags left over from the ones they sent me. They sent me like a bunch of bricks. 2 bricks. By a bunch, I mean 2. Penis Muncher. Fuck is my middle name. I doubt that. I doubt that. Can I walk yet? No, not yet. Unfortunately, I can't walk yet. When I... imagine. That's not going to be a fun process for any of them, said. I should play Duel Links. I played Duel Links. For a little bit, and then I got tired of it. I'm like, fuck this. I already do magic tricks. I can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! My Kopog deck has been used since last year and it's still like new. Really? That's kind of odd. Funny enough, the Ramsey cards that I was playing with, they didn't last that long, man. I was shuffling them up, and for some odd reason, they really kind of had a little bit of a I don't know if it's the border that already started getting a little bit pushy. I need to play with them again. I need to play with them a little bit afterwards and see if they've gotten better, maybe after placing them in the box for a little bit. Hey Pig Cake, what's up, fam? Hey, what's up, Juan Roberto? 2 first names, I like that. $10. Yeah, it is $10. Yeah, the Mentalism Academy. I might join the $5 tier. The 5 one is the Academy, so it's the Coin and Card Academy. So that's some heated stuff. I've heard rave reviews. Penis. The first cards are crap, so crooked. How many did you get, RB? I was with my boy UME, and he got like a fat stack. He got a fat stack of those cards. I'm like, dude, you are nuts for getting essentially 2 bricks. Hold up.
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one.
IDK, man. They said this was free.
I don't know, man. They said it was free by Jub McGrub. Jub McGrub. Thank you for those hot $2 roonies. I don't know. Oh, that's fucking funny, dude. Hashtag, yeah, hot little dono. We're doing the Xavier hot little dono. Hold up. Okay, I skipped a bunch of comments here. Your patron is doing better than Daniel Madison's. Yeah, you know, I just hit 15 on it, 15 a month on it, and I still have a bunch of patrons. I'm really happy that it's grown to that. Obviously, it allows me to, you know, keep doing this stuff. So that's a great thing. And, you know, I'm always apprehensive because I think that I'm charging too much, but people are telling me that I'm charging too little. So I'm really kind of glad that people are getting some value out of it. But no, Madison's a beast. Madison is a hot beast. Let's see, who's this? I got 2 decks, 1 to use and 1 to sell for profit later. But cardisters will pay stupid money for crooked cards. They're very expensive now. I think he said that he's going to sell his stock of it. But yeah, dude, they're really expensive. Those aren't even the most expensive cards I've seen. Those are like budget compared to some decks that I've seen. I saw a video the other day where somebody called Fontaine's Tains, and I wanted to like kill a small puppy. I wanted to murder a small puppy from how upset that made me. Tains, are you serious right now? Pig Cake, I'm better than Daniel Madison and I could prove it. That's not true. That's not true. Daniel Madison, if me and Daniel Madison had a card off, had a magic off, he would absolutely decimate me. And he would do it in gray tone. He would do it in black and white. So let's see. I was making a joke about his Erdnase thing. That's funny. Will I ever show my face? Not on purpose. Definitely not on purpose, man. Again, I find that it's the younger demographic of my audience that wants to see my face. The older crowd gets it and understands why. The younger ones are the ones that are like, show your face, piggy. It's not really a exciting face. So I rather keep a my anonymity than show my face unnecessarily on the channel. Did I get any more of those tains? No, I didn't even get that tain. The one that I put on Instagram. Those are UME's. Those were his. Those weren't mine. He didn't let me keep them. He didn't let me keep them. Shit. Let me see. Shit. Where am I freaking from? I'm from the States, man. United States of America. America's penis, if you have to be specific. America's penis. That's where I'm from, if you must know. America's penis, the most ordinary city in the States. And by ordinary, I mean I just saw a story on somebody, or actually no, the story was from a while ago, on people going to 7-Elevens to microwave their piss for their pee tests, for like urine tests for their jobs. People were microwaving their piss in 7-Elevens in Florida. So I find that really funny. That's the state that I'm from. Everyone here is inbred. Strangely, I've never liked the Tains design. Can we not call them Tains, please? That triggers me. Calling them fucking Tains. I heard a group of kids going, "These are the best Tains ever." I want to die. I want to die just hearing that. Oh, Jesus. He's from his dad's penis as well. Yeah, my father.
That
my father. I was floating around in a sack. I would like to see a PK. You mean a PC? The C and the K are not even close. I don't know why you put a C there for pig cake, unless you're spelling cake with a K. Maybe for Lucha Mask. Yeah, I do eventually want to do lectures. That's something that I think is a goal for my channel, is to eventually use the channel as a platform to be able to, lecture, and have somebody say, "Hey, look, we're gonna pay you a certain amount of money to do a class in this particular city." Tains, fonts, Jesus, Soulja Boy, and me. Listen, man, Soulja Boy, you ended yourself, dog. You ended yourself, dude. Coming out with that Nintendo ripoff. Come on, dude. What are the most expensive cards I own? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I keep saying that I wanted to make some sort of sheet, some sort of Excel sheet of my cards, just to be able to know what's the most expensive cards I have. What are the cards that, I don't have? If I have a set, maybe, that I have a bunch of cards from a particular set. But I've never taken the time to do that because I want to see a pussy. So I haven't done that yet. Both the card list and the vagina. So I should actually make a card list, because I'm not helping my cause. Cal, what's up, man? I hope you're recovering well. Pikake is group swine ejaculation. Oh shit, dude. Pikake is Quadeca. Change my mind. What the fuck does that mean? What does that even mean, dude? What's a Quadeca? That sounds like some sort of sleep disorder. Come to New York. I want to before the end of the year, honestly. I've been wanting to go up there and do actually the new video that's coming up on Tuesday is as I've teased earlier, is a little bit of a it's a series that I want to start, but the one that I have on fucking Tuesday. It's a very pilot episode. I promise they're gonna be better. I'm only gonna show the one that I recorded and edited on Tuesday just for the sake of introducing the show. But I promise I'm gonna do the next ones better than this. It's gonna be a fun series, but I plan to do it with a bunch of magicians. So we'll see. Do I still have a vagina on my leg? Yes, I do still have a vagina on my leg. It's what do you call this? I guess it's healing up. I pulled one of the stitches out and it hurt like a motherfucker. But I still have 2 stitches left there that are still healing. You should come to Haynes House of Cards in Cincinnati, Ohio. Seriously. I know X lectured there a little while ago, right? I remember seeing that video and I was like, damn. Yeah, that'd be dope, man. I'd definitely be interested in that. I'd have to get a Piggy Lucha mask. But I think that would be That'd be something I'm definitely interested in. Are you gonna do puzzles? Listen, I've done like 3 puzzles on the channel, and I wanted to murder myself each time I did it. Look up the U-lock puzzle. Look up pig cake U-lock puzzle. Let me see if I can write that down here. Pig cake, obviously. U-lock puzzle. That might have been the most frustrating shit I've ever done. I'm like, you know what? Let me capitalize on this Ramsey fad and see if I could do a puzzle. And it was the most aggravating puzzle. Tane's House of Cards. I want to die right now. Jesus, man, come on, dude, don't do this to me. These are the best Tanes ever. What? I'm sorry. Could you not be fucked to say the word fawn in front of the word Tanes? Isn't the U-lock a beginner puzzle? No, it's a level 10 expert puzzle. I love that clickbait. Level 10. It's a level 10 puzzle, dude. I don't get why people like to watch someone solve puzzles. I watched a lot of those, man. I watched a lot of those because I'm not going to get the puzzles. And so I just like to see, you know, how you could potentially solve them. So there was a guy named Mr. Puzzle. There are some of Ramsey's that I've watched, you know. So those are kind of dope. It's almost like a vicarious thing. You're not necessarily doing them yourself, but you want to see somebody solve it. There's a bunch of lockpicks videos now that I've been watching too. You have a Turner watch? So good. No, I don't have one. I don't have one. It looks dope. I've always loved that effect of having somebody name a time and they pretty much, you know, turn that shit over. There was a watch called a Time Machine from years ago that had the same effect, but its mechanics were ridiculous. Obviously, this was in like the early 2000s. Quadeca is a YouTuber. Check him out. You got the same voice and body. That's fucking funny. So he's jacked. That's fucking great. You don't need to watch lockpicking puzzles. You broke into the gentleman Wake's house. Yeah, but that's why I broke into his house, because he has a puzzle. Not a puzzle. He has a lock from like the 1500s because he's trying to keep with the whole gentleman aesthetic. So he has I didn't even have to pick that. Let's see this. You know you're Mexican when your mom puts beans in a butter container and has a bunch of plates and pans in the oven. That's not just Mexican, man. That's not just Mexican, man. Listen, my oven in my mom's house was it was another shelf. That's what it was. It was another shelf. I remember that shit. Oh my goodness. Hold up, let me respond to this like a As a magician, I don't know how to respond to females in text. That's what happens when you become a magician. When a female texts you, you're like, oh, I don't know how to respond to this because it's not a magic trick. That's my only social. Let me not rank on magicians. Real. This is stupid. This is retarded. Kissing card trick. Lol, what else? That's funny. That's fucking great. Apple. Somebody name me a type of apple. Somebody name me a type of apple. Let's see. That's not Macintosh. I love Chris Ramsey's Pasteboard series where he features YouTube personalities. My favorite episode was the one with Peter McKinnon. In that universe, you kill one person, you're a serial killer. Which one is like a tart apple? Which one is like a really tart apple? I fucking hate apples, by the way. I'm not an apple guy. But which is like a really tart, like if you're comparing a female that may or may not have broken up with you, like what would you compare that to in terms of apples? Let's see. Is that specific enough? Do we look like fucking Google? Nope, but I'm using the Darren Brown. The Darren Brown collective minds. The wisdom of crowds. The wisdom of the crowds. Contact. Well, thank you guys. This is what I love about the community. That whenever I ask for like hey guys, could you help me out here? Instead, I get answers like crab apple and cunt apple and dropped soft apple and Fiji apples. God, I'm gonna have to Google this. I'm gonna have to Google this because this is I could depend on the community. Tart sour apples. A golden delicious is disgusting. A pineapple. A pineapple. What kind of apple is tart? A Granny Smith. Granny Smith apple. Okay, there you go. Thank you guys. You guys really helped me out here. You guys really helped me out here. You guys really bunched your heads together and helped me out here. You fucks. Will you do a card collection? Yeah. I'm working on the next card collection video. The first one was the Gentleman Wake one, and then the other one is coming up. Actually, I need to work on it, but there's a couple things that delayed that one. Can you watch my video on my channel? It's a trick I made and I want your piggy judgment. Well, I can't on the stream because it's unfortunately the way Comcast works down here is that the instant I start watching a video, the stream says, hey dude, you're doing too much. And I'm like, what? I'm doing nothing. No dude, you're doing a lot. So yeah, so unfortunately I can't do that, dude. I can't do that. Listen man, blame the Comcast. Enjoyable. It's a festival at apples. It's as boring as it sounds. Yeah, that sounds awful, man. That sounds pretty bad. TBH. TBH. I would like to see some more uses of the Jordan Elmsley counts. Well, I just put up a video where it's pretty much all Elmsley counts. If you look up advanced card trick, if you look up advanced, what do you call this? There was something. The more advanced trick that I put up not so long ago, that one is a really dope one that uses about 14 Elmsley counts. 80k people go to the Granny Smith festival? Yo, inbreeding, dude. The King's Transpo. Yeah, you're right. There you go. The King's Transpo. That uses like a bunch of them. That uses about 1,000. And if I could shill my own project, I just had a project that I put out. The latest one, if you look at pigcake.me, with an effect there that uses about, I think 30 different Elmsley counts. That's kind of a dope one. Can I design pigcake cards for you? I already have a guy, dude. I have a dude. It's just that unfortunately I've gone through some delays. And by delays, I mean getting hit by a vehicle, having to move on short notice. What else? The AIDS that I just apparently discovered from JT Eberhardt. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Piggy Illusionist isn't that edgy anymore, to be honest. Yeah, man, that's what happens. You're trying to cut a profit. You gotta cut the edge. They were definitely more edge with Brad Christian being the forerunner. At least it's healthy. That's fucking funny. That's fucked up. It's like Granny Smith's festivals. Your neighbor's dogs suck. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's one of the unfortunate problems. My neighbor's dogs. I was trying to shoot a video for Patron the other day, and I swear to God, it was like, wah, wah. And every time I would turn the camera off, they would stop. But when I turned the camera on, wah, Bog, Bog. They were like pretty much they were screaming obscenities and shit. I'm like, these aren't dogs, dude. Shit. Why don't I join a magic company? That sucks. Because joining a magic company, you have to have a boss, man. I don't like having a boss. I like kind of, you know, even though it's kind of a struggle, working for myself. I mean, that was kind of one of the benefits of trying to figure this out and trying to make this work, you know, was the fact that I'm dependent. My ability to eat depends on me and not anybody else. So I don't think that that's an option. I'm curious, how much of your video personality is your actual personality, and what made you, what and why you made the decision to go in that direction of your character, assuming any of it's a character? Well, I think this is one of the things I was talking about in a video. I forgot which one, but there was the best characters in Magic are just real personalities with the volume turned up a little bit more than it should be. So as far as, I guess, what I do, like, this is as close to me as possible. Obviously on the channel, even in the earlier videos and even the more recent stuff, I try to play it up. You know, I still try to ham it up a little bit more, exaggerate things that I would normally not do. So but I guess it's pretty much me, man. I'm kind of like that in real life. I'm not much different than what you see on videos. You know, I make entirely way too many penis jokes, to the point where I remember people referring to me, oh, is that the penis guy? Yeah, so ham it up. There you go. That's fucking funny, dude. My yeeter, the pig. Hey, what's up, man? What's up, dude? What's up, you yeeter? I don't like that. You know, I don't like that we're competing for yeets. We should be able to share yeets, dude. Like, honestly, there's enough yeets for everyone, right? Don't you think? Did you see Tramp Stamp? Lance Archer covered his tat with another tat? Did he cover his tat with another tat? I just spent $65 on cards. Which cards, dude? Which cards, dude? Which cards did you just spend, dog? I guess I could succumb to more yeets in this day and age. Yeah, dude. Listen, it's about spreading the. We live in a society, all right. There are some states where you can marry a, what do you call this? You can marry a fucking a lamppost. All right. Some of the states you can marry a lamppost. So we live in a new society. So we could share yeets. Yeet, right? I hope people are yeeting all over the like button. I hope people are yeeting all over their significant others on this fine St. Patrick's Day, right? I mean, I yeeted onto the voting place to vote. I yeeted all over that vote. Is that something that politicians say? Yeeting could be a lot of things depending on context. Jack's regret. So when you yeet, it could be a lot of things. Like, man, that yeet was so big. Like, that could refer to, it's like a Smurf. You know, I think it's like a Smurf thing. Like, dude, I yeeted all over that girl's face. Like, you know, you oh man, I just yeeted all over my apples before I ate it. You know, I yeeted on my grandmother last week. Exactly, my mom taught me to bring enough yeets to share with everyone. Right? I just got a rare black jacks for like 20. That's one of the conversations I was having. That's part of the video that's coming out on Tuesday. Is this idea of like decks and designer decks, and you know, pretty much the decks are becoming like fashion almost. It's almost fashion, dude. So it's kind of a interesting thing. I have a conversation. I promise that I'm gonna have a better one in the next video. In the next video, not in the Tuesday one. The one that's coming out on Tuesday again is a pilot episode. It's an attempt at a new series, but I promise to add more production value to it. If you told an intermediate magician 3 moves to learn, what would they be? Assuming that you could already do some double lifts and controls. Shit, I have to think, man. 3 moves. Huh. Fuck. Really, like a spread call, like a really good spread call, is a fun one. That's for sure. I'm working on another move now just to try to streamline a couple moves, but man, I was just the fucking spread call. It's probably the best move in Magic. You could use it as a force, as a control, as a placement. You could use it pretty much to do anything with cards. So that's kind of a crazy thing. You could use it as an A-can. I'll leave that up to you to figure out. She can only hear the audio, so if you want to help, Caroline, pass that blunt already. Caroline, could you please pass that blunt to Wizard on a Budget? The award for the gayest fucking username on YouTube, please. Caroline, I assume you're very white. You guys are white. Anglo-Saxons based on that name, Caroline. If it would be like, hey, yo, Margarita, pass me the blunt, it'd be different. But you, Caroline. Where's... oh, shit. Juan Roberto says something really bad happened. I hope you like. Man, hey, man, I hope everything's good with you, dude. Come on, bro. Too much negativity happening, man. Let's keep it positive. Lol, thank you. You're welcome, dog. I've been practicing the spread call excessively since you made that multiple card call video. Thanks for that, by the way. You're welcome, man. You are welcome. That's dude, there's so fucking much. I was trying to teach Daniel, you and me. I was trying to teach him this. He's really trying to learn that pass and really trying to get the basics down. You know, I guess, but I think that the spread call is definitely one of the best moves you could learn. Hey, Mr. K, could you watch my video after the stream? Maybe I'll check it out. You want me to do a fix your trick? A ghetto version of fix your trick? One of the stitches out, which wasn't fun. Hopefully the cast is coming out soon. My was so dumb. That's so dumb. Let me see. Skipping comments while texting. What do you think about the Shinlim Nux? I don't have an opinion on them. I really haven't seen them that well, so I really don't have an opinion on them too hard. Aren't you supposed to have a doc or nurse remove your stitches instead of doing it yourself? Yeah, but the one that I kind of pulled out was already at the end, was already kind of like coming out anyways, so I just took the liberty to take that one off. The other two are still kind of like holding the skin flap together, so those I don't want to take out. I'm probably going to go to the hospital for that. And obviously the cast, which is going to be exciting. Trying to get a spread cool clean is a motherfucker. Yeah, you're right, because the tendency is to try to stop. I think the key and loose grip is the key. Believe it or not, you don't want to be tight when doing the spread call. You don't want to hold the cards with your thumb like you're afraid that the cards are going to fall. A nice, loose, even grip is essentially going to be what you need. You don't want to have to like squeeze the coins. You don't want to You don't want to squeeze the deck. You don't want to press too hard, because then the friction isn't going to be isn't going to help you out when pulling the other card underneath. but it's really a beautiful move. Do you know that pop-up move to make coins appear one at a time and placed? Yeah, I know exactly what that means. It's the what's called the pop-up move. Yeah, I think it's Di Vernon's move. He used to do it with I think almonds or whatever. And there was also a trick called pop-up coins. I don't like it. I don't like that move. The only context that move is good, even though it doesn't really make sense. In Magic for Dummies, there's a trick called, I think, the Indian bean trick, where you get 4 beans, you put them in your hand, and then one at a time you lubricate it, and you stick it in different holes on your face. So one of the beans you stick in your eye hole, as fucked up as that sounds, it's a wonderful effect. The other one you stick in your ear, and then you stick them in different places in your face, and then at the end they all come out from your mouth. And that one uses the pop-up move a little bit, like something similar to the pop-up move. I think that's a wonderful application of it, but I just hate the context for it because it's not a natural move. It's a very, I'm gonna put this very slowly into the hand. Like, there's no justification for it, I think. Yeah, no, it's a crazy routine. It's very easy to do, but it's just so fucking funny. You literally get either little matchsticks that you've broken up into 4, or you get like little beans, and then they all come out of your mouth, allegedly. But it's a very easy trick to do. Again, using my favorite principle in all of Magic, the one ahead principle. It's a wonderful principle, but it allows you to do this otherwise crazy trick. Let's see this one here. Did you ever read Tangled Web by Eric Mead? No. I think the only thing I've read by Eric Mead is his essays in Art of Astonishment. Phenomenal thinker on that one. I thought they all come out of your penis. No, that's the Pornhub version. Spread call thing, it fooled Penn and Teller. Yeah, the whole thing fooled Penn and Teller. It wasn't necessarily the spread call, it's the fairness, the speed, everything. But fuck, man, that's a crazy move. The way he does it. Do you find your brazen approach to sharing your opinions on Magic and key figures alienates you from your peers? I don't think so. I rather be honest, and that's something that I admire, for example, from Xavier Spade, is his honesty, and that really, he does get in, not in trouble, but he does get into some interactions with other magicians, but he's honest, he's honest, and I think that that's more respectable than being fake or having this fake persona. So yeah, if it alienates people, whatever, but you're entitled to have your opinion. So that's something that I'm, I want to be true to myself. I don't want to be this fake individual. Mind you, I'm saying this, not showing my face, not sharing anything about me, but I'm saying that, as far as just the thought process of having opinions and, my approach to Magic, it might really turn people off, but honesty and bitchy are very close. Yeah, but honesty, I think, is backed up by fact. Bitchy is backed up by emotion. So if you're honest, that's backed up by some factual, credible source. So bitchy is emotion, is emotionally driven. So if you're bitchy, that's because you have attributed too much emotion to it. A million card tricks. What's up, dog? How you doing, man? Do you actually know a million card tricks? I feel like that'd be a lie. Like, you could get a lawsuit if you don't actually know a million card tricks. I know a woman got sued Red Bull a little while ago because it didn't actually give you wings. I swear to God, I think that's an actual lawsuit if I'm not mistaken. You could be honest and compassionate, so yeah, but sometimes being honest, even if you're being honest and compassionate, people could still take that honesty and really skew it in a different way. No? You could be honest about someone, and then someone has a disagreement where your honesty, even if you might have said it with a pleasant tone, that they might take that as insulting. I went on a trip and you're just gonna tease me like that, Dirty Joe? And let's just say I know the true meaning of the shake principle. I don't know if there's a principle called the shake principle in Magic. I'm not sure. Sued Red Bull for what? For not giving her wings. I think that was if I remember correctly, that was a lawsuit from a little while ago. With the sometimes, but at least I'm on my own schedule. Convince International Brotherhood of Magicians. Some of them tended to be clicks and not interested in showing anything. How much of a deck? How do you hold up? How this is fucking great. How much a deck is worth if there are dumb amounts of reprints every few years? I brought the Red Run bankroll way back and they ended up going in value, but I don't know. There's eBay. I have no idea. I'm just learning about the card game now and learning on how pretty much cards are becoming like shoes. So it becomes like a shoe game now, where you pretty much have to know about differences in marks and which deck might blow up, which deck is going to be trendy, which deck isn't. The Fontaines recently, that guy blew up. That guy's making a lot of money, dude. So you can't really, you could try to, I guess, estimate or try to make, what do you call this, educated guesses as to which deck is going to blow up, but it's kind of insane. It's kind of insane that people are willing to pay top-notch 3232 for decks. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts. Like me personally, I'm not a fan of the hype shit. Learning that Red Bull doesn't actually give you wings and being pissed sounds like a pig cake intro. That's actually the next one. I'll give you that one. I'll do that one. I like Peter McKinnon's shoes from Paysports. From Paysports. That series that had one episode. I'd love to be on Paysports. How great would that be? It's like, hey, what's up? Yeah, guys, this is my deck collection. Yeah, it's 30 decks. It's more than some. Here are my shoe collections. I wear these knockoff Sperry's all the time because I don't really care about shoes. I also have Vans. I have white Vans. Here are some boating shoes. They're kind of old. Steve Madden's though, but what else shoes? Yeah, that's it. That's really it. So that episode would last exactly a minute. It would last exactly a minute. Million card tricks. When you thought Magic couldn't get any nerdier, deck game strong. Yeah, you have people fighting it up, man. You have people fighting it up, trying to hustle to get these cards, and then paying top notch dollar on eBay for fucking decks. I know, because I see my boy buying these cards, dude. I see my boy buying these cards, and I'm like, dude, these are fucking expensive as shit. Like, goddamn, dude. What are you doing, my guy? White boating shoes, kind of faggy. Nah, man, listen, those boating shoes, I'm trying to make a fashion statement. No laces. Shoes without laces. Fucking Steve Madden. Gray boating shoes. They match my bag. Alright. Those are hype. They have the motorcycle clutch stain on it that I purposely left there. What's your go-to when someone heckles? Probably riffing it, honestly. Probably riffing it. Like, hey, pick a card. Go ahead. Yeah, that one? Okay, perfect. Don't let me see it. Put it back in the deck. Now shuffle it. Okay, good job. You got it? Okay, mix the deck up. Okay, yeah, you mix the deck up. Let me see if I could find your card. Was this it? Find a random card, show it to them. No? That wasn't it? Well, you're just a fucking asshole, you fucking bitch. This is why your mom adopted you, you fucking cunt. What's wrong with you, huh? What's wrong with you, short ass motherfucker? Stupid ass. Look at that stupid ass face you got. Look at your shoes, man. Those aren't even real shoes. Where'd you get that at? Fucking New Navy, bitch? Huh? The fuck? Dick-lipped ass motherfucker. You know, that's usually what I would do. If somebody heckles. I might do that. I hope your mom die, you fuck bitch. You cunt. Slut. Fuck your sister last night. Almost fell off the crib. Okay, I'm sorry. That's too much. I'll stop. So I might say something like that to the person. It depends on how hard he's heckling. It depends on how hard he's heckling. If he's just making like a funny joke, like if he's making like a funny joke or whatever, I'll let him have his moments, right? Whatever. But if he's like being like excessively, I'll just drop one of those, you know? Like what I'm trying to think of another one that I've heard before. I'm trying to think of stuff that's been told to me. It's never worth it to buy things and resell it later. You're never gonna sell them. You wait 10 years and get a profit of 20 bucks. Yeah, exactly. But some things have a bigger sort of profit margin than others, especially these Ramsey cards. I think if you would have bought them initially, then selling them now for 35 bucks is I mean you'll make like yeah, you're right, you're making like a $25 profit, I guess. It's not really that worth it. It depends. If the profit thing is huge, like if it's really like a fucking substantial percentage, I think that's more shoes than anything else. Pay cake is available for children's parties. I only work children's parties. That's the thing. I only work children's parties, so it's not necessarily just that. Your reaction to the Copac 310 feels hilarious. The B9s? Like my favorite tumors? Yeah, those are my favorites. The B9s are my favorites. The B8s were kind of shit, but the B9s, those are the jam. He only works children parties so he could pick on someone his own size. God fucking damn it, that's good. Low-key, children are the scariest hecklers out there. Yeah, because kids don't give a fuck. Kids don't give a fuck, dude. They'll come up to you, they'll be like, what's that card in your palm? This is why your mom adopted you. This is why nobody likes you. Is this why you started learning magic tricks, huh? Because you can't deal with this? Nobody likes you. Your parents probably got divorced. I'm like, what, huh? You're insecure about your height. You know, they tell you shit that you're like, how'd you even... You're 9. Yeah. I was about to say my age. Yeah, kids pick up on the craziest things. You just start passing out because they just start roasting you and it becomes too much to you. Kids and old ladies don't give a fuck. I wish as a, you know, normal aged individual that you could not give a fuck, like old ladies and young kids, you know? I forgot what comedian was talking about old ladies, that they'll be as honest as possible regardless of anything. So they'll tell you, yeah, so I woke up in the morning, I took a shit, and then now I'm here getting groceries. They're like, thank you, you know? I once had this kid ask me when I was gonna die. Yeah, that's fucking dope, dude. That's fucking dope. No, listen, man. High key, black women are the best reactors for magic, bar none. I think it goes black women, black dudes, and then Latinos. I think gender neutral, I guess, gender neutral Latinos, and then white people all the way at the bottom, all the way at the bottom. You could do a double lift, like you could do a double lift, and just be like, so here's the 5 of clubs. I'm gonna rub this on my my cast, and now it's the Ace of Hearts, and they'll just run across the street. They'll just run across the street for no reason. Oh shit! Oh shit! My boy Wizard. And then Latinos will be like, oh shit, Holmes. Yo, dude, that card changed, dude. So those are the average, like the best sort of reactions, you know. I've seen you use mandolin back, so obviously you can see the difference in quality in some decks. What would you say is the ceiling for a quality deck for a decent price? Well, in that case, you're asking really fucking good questions, man. Holy shit. In terms of like, I think best bargain deck for the price in terms of features and deck quality to me is the Penguin Mark deck. I think it's even mandolin backed, but man, what a beautiful deck. It's marked. The markings are amazing. They're beautiful markings, and the quality of the cards are also pristine. They're also really cheap. So for $60 you could get a brick of marked, mandolin backed, fucking super nice, great quality decks. So I recommend those highly, because not only are you paying for a marked deck, but you're also paying for good quality decks. So it's like you're getting a bonus that you don't even necessarily have to use, but the fact that they're marked and it's there when you need it it's just great. You know, I'd rather pay for that than pay a premium for a deck that doesn't really have a feature, but it's just, oh, look at this special back design. Like, no. And especially $60. You could get two. There are some decks now that are $30 each, and they don't have anything to them. It's just a deck. So to get 12 decks that are marked, that's a bargain if you've ever fucking heard one. I was working a gig, and a kid probably 10 years old says, your performance of this mysterious art is mildly amusing. Yeah, that's when it's okay to just slap the shit out of a kid. That's okay when you can do it. I don't know why, but when he said his cast, I died. Oh, that's funny. Fort Knox shade. Are they expensive? I haven't seen the price on a Fort Knox. But usually the Knox are really the price is really low from my memory. I mean, I remember seeing some Knox as low as $5. I do love the minimal aspect of it. I do love the fact that they're, you know, minimal cards. But again, I rather get a deck that has a feature in it. You know, if I'm gonna pay for a deck, it better have something to it. They go up $5 a week. Yeah, that's, you know, it's trying to get money, I guess. But I'm not a fan of that per se. I wouldn't personally get those. But the Knox, I do like the Knox. I do like the way the Knox look. Just the regular ones, you know, you do have like a good variation of cards that you could get, and it's not like it's literally color on a white border. But to me, I really love minimal shit. I really love minimal designs on cards, and that's as minimal as it can get. So if you're gonna get the normal priced ones, I think that's at least a good bargain. But maybe the Super Knox might be a little bit too expensive for my taste. For my taste, I personally haven't seen that, so I didn't know that they were that expensive. But the other Knox, those are, I guess, a good bargain. Jesus. Can you have the first cards that you tore up? Yeah. I have them right there. I'm looking at them, man. I love the comments in the video. Like, I can't believe you tore up those cards. Yep. Yep. Did anybody notice the TV magic I did? Did anybody notice the TV magic I did in the video? I don't know if anybody noticed what I did. I don't know if anybody noticed that I tore up, that I opened up the sign deck. But did I really? Did I really open up the sign deck? I don't know if I did. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did. but nobody noticed a little bit of TV magic. Do you believe in camera tricks like what Chris Angel does? Do you approve it? You know, it depends. Really depends. I'm not a fan of that. I don't like watching TV magic for that reason. But it's magic for the venue. It's magic for the medium. You know, in that case, it's for TV. Obviously, you're trying to keep ratings. Obviously, it's trying to, you know, show something that's impossible. And if you're gonna do that, that's gonna get ratings. If I do little card tricks on TV, that's not gonna get fucking ratings, you know. But if I stick my hand through a glass pane, right? If I stick my hand through a pane of glass and pull a card out, you know, I think that's more entertaining than if I just find your card in my pocket. You get me? So obviously they're gonna ham it up. Obviously they're gonna have different things that can't be done without the help of a team. But you know, to each their own. I kind of have a mixed opinion on that. If I ever win a pig cake giveaway, I would request the signed deck. Actually, you know, a little while ago, man. Fuck. I know that you got some cards from my boy, and he told me that there was somebody from your area that bought a deck. So I'm like, shit, that must be this guy. So I was gonna actually, I think he sent something extra. I think I told him to. I was gonna sign it, but I don't think he ever got back to me. Shiza. If you didn't tear up the signed deck, you should have. Nothing more than real commitment. Like the Prestige bros cutting off their fingers. Yeah, you're right. And killing those poor birds. Pig cake, my guy. What's up, Anthony Ramsey? Can we hear some ASMR? You fucking freak. Maybe. But that's JoJo Magic. Whatever the fuck that guy is. That does card tricks. While whispering like a fucking psycho. I must say, as an Alejandro Fernandez listener and as a pig cake watcher, IG stories are the first that I watched. Listen, man, I have been almost exclusively listening to Alejandro Fernandez for the past couple weeks. That guy, I don't know why I've been sleeping on him forever. But fuck, he's a phenomenal dude. I think it was sick a little while ago. But he's still killing it, dude. Do you mean UME? I don't think he sent me extra ones. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he might have. Because I know that I was going to sign a deck and send it over. Because I think I recognized you. He said, dude, I got a deck in you know, fucking across the world, man. And I'm like, all right, shit, man. I think I know who that is. Let me fucking put a little bit of something extra. But I don't think we ever got to that. I might have been too busy washing my hair or something. But I know that I remember him telling me that that it was Burns, and I'm like, shit. I'll definitely put a penis. If you win, I'll put a penis. Alex, man, thank you for joining. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out after. But I swear to God, it better not be like a fucking here's a in my mom's room, here's my crotch, and then let me show you this trick where my crotch is visible, and then my double lift. And then, like, I want to see some hot stuff. I want to get a chub from looking at your video. What's the most cringy goof up you've seen a magician do? On YouTube, if you look up the video of one of these fucking idiots, one of these absolute idiots, where he fucking where he does the smash and stab routine. If you guys don't know what the smash and stab routine is, when he, what do you call this? This guy, you pretty much have a cup, right? You have a couple cups, and then you put a spike underneath one of the cups, and you slam your hands on the cups that don't have the spike. That's a trick. He did it with a spectator, and then he fucking, oh my god, he put the spectator's hand over the cup, and then he slammed it down. You know, that's the thing you do to add tension in a routine. And the cup had the fucking spike in it, and he spiked it through the spectator's hand. Are you serious? Like, you're gonna have a method that you don't know. You don't know if it's gonna be certain or not, and you're gonna put the spectator's hand on risk. Like, are you serious right now? For tattoo reviews. Sorry to reiterate a question. No, man, of course, fucking reiterate. I'm sorry I skipped it up. Queen of Hearts. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that tat reveal sort of thing. But if you do choose to do it, make sure to get a card that's common or that maybe you could do some sort of force with. If it's a card that's like a Queen of Hearts, that might be a common card. That might be a very common card. So you might be able to do like, hey, name a card. They say Queen of Hearts. You go, you could have named any card. You could have, said the Seven of Spades. You could have said the King of Hearts, but you said Queen of Hearts. That's interesting because on my whatever, Queen of Hearts, yada yada yada. But I think that's definitely a common one. I mean, I have a force for the Five of Clubs, so if I decide to some reason tap myself with a card, it'd probably end up being that one because the Psych Force. But yeah. Now that you guys are saying the acid, that's another one. This guy did a trick where he had 4 glasses of acid, and then one of them was I think one of them was acid, and then the rest of them were normal. And then he chugs the ones that supposedly weren't normal, and then he accidentally drinks someone with acid, and it becomes a very cringy thing because everyone's like, yeah, obviously, how did you, I don't know, how you just drank the one with acid, you asshole, you're fucking retarded. Of course you know that that's the cup with acid in it. Yeah, put it in a project. It's a force that I like doing, but it might not work for a lot of people because I mean, I'll just tell you, puppy feet. Yeah, it's the puppy feet. Let me tell you, I have pretty much in terms of clubs, getting somebody to name the clubs, that's like 99% sure. So the force, I'll tell you the clubs portion of the force. You tell somebody, okay, so there are 4 suits in a deck. You have hearts, spade, you have diamond, and then you have what is it? It's like puppy feet, right? Club. There you go, club. So go ahead and just name whichever one you want. 99% certain that they're gonna name clubs, and 99% sure. So that's just part of it. But that's a dope one. Let me see what I just got, like 14 texts. Saying I let's see which one. Card inside a condom. I plan to join. It's part of one of his projects. Yeah, it's the I think the Anyone project, not the any. Might have been the Anytime one that I shared that particular force, which is something I like because I don't know. I find that type of force I don't mind necessarily doing, but like the Darren Brown boom boom, think of a screen in your head. Now think of this thing. I think that's a little bit too much, but this one I think it's a good midpoint. Shin Lim tattoo. Pig cake. Do you have ring stuff on the academy? I don't. I actually don't. But ring stuff is fairly. I don't know. It's there's maybe 6 moves, 6 ring moves you could probably do, and they're all taught by other people, so it's like really difficult. I don't think ring magic is a style of magic. I just think that it's like a branching part of, I would say, coin work. But I could teach some ring stuff. Just some easy stuff, some ring moves, ring on rope moves. Those are kind of more, I guess, more common sort of things that you would be able to do. Don't put rings, man. Misato put satchel. No, that's funny. Satchel's fucking exposés. All of them require Elmo's glue for some reason. So glue and clamps. Yeah. Oh, Satchel. I fucking love Satchel, bro. He's not here. That's kind of odd. Notice when he'll show up, Butcher shows up. Or when Top Notch shows up, Butcher shows up. I think everyone's Butcher. I think everyone's Butcher the pig. Glue and clamps. Can it be done with a cock ring? Jabrizi, good magician or best magician? Jabrizi's the best magician because I feel like in like 2 years, Jabrizi's gonna come out with another video and say, I played you motherfuckers. I was a character, you cunts. You guys thought I was real. Jabrizi doesn't exist. My real name is Jonathan Thomas. You fucks. You thought that I was this, you know, eccentric, egotistical magician, and I played each and every single one of you. But now you learned not to trust, not to make quick judgments. And then he truly becomes the greatest magician of all time. Or he's just retarded. Or he's just retarded. Either or. Your name's Jonathan Thomas? There you go, man. See, I already knew that. I already knew that. See, look at that. Who's a real mind freak, dog? Who's a fucking real mind freak, dog? Jonathan Thomas and I grew up in the Hamptons. A pity he traded his Lambo for a mid-2000s tan Toyota Corolla. On a scale of 1 to constipated, how hard did Shin Lim and X shit on Jabrizi? Pretty hard. I would say like a 8. 8, I think, is a solid one. They could have gotten way worse. Like, mine was like a 3. I went at him like PG. Like, I went at him like Disney Channel. It wasn't really that bad. But, no, Jonathan Taylor Thomas is the Home Improvement kid. That's Jonathan Taylor Thomas, of which I purposely didn't say Taylor. Those aren't the same thing. Jonathan Thomas and Jonathan Taylor Thomas are two different things. Anyone wants to play mod on a Les Paul? Are you getting into music now, dude? You're trying to get something that like gets you pussy as opposed to magic? X went at him the hardest. X went at him, I think, the most honest. I think X went at him. Isn't Sleight of Tongue gonna do a Jabrizi expose? I can't wait for that, dude. I wanted to do a little bit of work on it too, so I'll see what he has to say. I fucking love Sleight of Tongue. I love Sleight of Tongue, dude. That guy is a... If you guys aren't subscribed to Sleight of Tongue, please do so. He's a wonderful guy. His videos are very simple, but he goes through a lot of effort to research his videos. He did a video on that got a little bit popular between Daniel Madison and Jay Sankey, and I think it was great. And he also did another video on Paul Vu, which I thought was phenomenal. Sleight of Tongue. If you look up Sleight of Tongue on YouTube, you will not regret it. I promise that. Very simple guy, but not simple guy, but very simple videos, but just excellently researched and really funny fucking guy. Pig Cake, did you see my guitar video? It has a whopping 12 views on Instagram, about as much as you get on the Next Plus video. Yeah, I'll check that out. My phone is charging in the back. My the piggy, the one that I'm logged into, like my piggy shit. So I'll check that shit out. Took me to Pornhub. Pornography comes up. If you YouTube Sleight of Tongue, man, come on, dude. Y'all fucks, you know how to look for stuff online. Or one night. Gee, death. Piggy with 2 phones like he's slinging crack on the side. Yeah, with a cracked pixel. Let me tell you what's upsetting, man. I have never ever once cracked a phone, damaged the phone, hit a phone. My phones have always been pristine quality. The only time my phone's ever been cracked was by this dumb idiot who ran the stop sign and hit me on the fucking, like, the bike. And now my phone, the original Pixel that I had, is cracked. That's the only time it's ever been cracked. The other phone is a phone that that was the first phone that I bought to record videos with. Because when I started the channel, I didn't want to get a camera. I used the Galaxy S7 to record my videos. So I purposely bought a phone that instead of because I'm like, oh, if anything, I could use it for multiple things, like an idiot, not realizing I could have just, bought a camera. So I bought that phone, and then it ended up being blacklisted, which is another fun issue that I had with the seller. But I mean, I just have it there as like a Wi-Fi Instagram phone. But shouldn't you get insurance to pay for the phone? Probably get more for it than the bike. Yeah, I'll probably end up telling the lawyers. It's an older phone, unfortunately. I really haven't replaced my phones. I used to, and when I had my other gig, I would have 3 phones because I wanted to test. I like testing that sort of shit. But now, obviously, I've had to condense and be a little bit more financially responsible. So I just stick to the Pixel XL, which is a phenomenal phone. But unfortunately, this one has a fucking crack in it now because of an idiot. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see with that. I'm not excited about that whole thing with the lady's insurance. I've heard some things that don't really make me happy. But fuck, it's not a fun situation, I'll tell you that much. I've been playing for literally days now. I'm pretty deep in the game. That's really funny. I'm telling you, pink hats with the pig cake logo are gonna sell well more than black ones with the pig cake logo. Pink hats. Yeah, I gotta see with my I gotta see because I'm talking to a dude, a printing guy, for the hats in particular. He really wants to get in it. Him and his girlfriend. So I'll do that. I just got myself a hat, not a hat, but it's a hat with a hat on it. I'm gonna put it on my I'll put it on my Instagram later. But I just got recently a cap with a cap on it because that's my style. Retardation. That's pretty much what it is. Just get it repaired. Yeah, I probably am gonna end up doing that, man. It's just a shame, dude. I just fucking hate this. Today, for example, I got why is this not charging? Hold up. Give me 1 second. 1 second. There once was a man from Nantucket. His dick was so long he could suck it. One day he sat on his chin and set off a grin. If my ear was a cunt, I would fuck it. Okay, so now I'm charging this puppy up. So yeah, unfortunately that's up with my phone. That's unfortunate. MAGA type pig cake hats. Make 5-foot Cuban ex-bikers great again. 5'5". That's a little bit too high. That's a little bit too high, top notch. You gotta go a little bit lower, honestly. You gotta go a little bit lower. This is plus material. Careful, piggy. Yeah, you're right. I can't be talking about cunts on pig cake. Only pig cake plus. Does a piggy hoodie have writing in the back? No. No, that's only the OG certified pig cake hoodie that has writing on the back. If you ever get a hoodie, send me a picture on Instagram. That goes to everyone. If you ever get a piggy hoodie, I want to see them. I want to see them. If I see one in public, I'll lose my absolute shit. If I see somebody wearing a pig cake hoodie in public, I am going to lose my shit. The stream keeps dropping. No, dude. Not on my end. My end is stronger than a GMC. Stronger than a GMC's front bumper, but weaker than a Hyosung 2008. Fuck. Shit. RB fake fan. Don't take this the wrong way, but I will never send you a photo of me. That's fine, man. Every time I see a pink hoodie on a magician, I assume it's a piggy hoodie. That or it could be one of those puto hoodies that magicians are trying to like hype. Ford gang. Ford gang, that's fucking funny. What is this? Okay. Let me see this. But it took one night to find out everyone's problem. If you see me in your hoodie, run as fast as possible. Do you have any card exercises you do when you're just dicking around? Yeah, you know, funny enough, I do a couple things. Whenever I get a deck, I just spread them. I practice spreading them. I practice doing passes. So I practice just doing some passes, some dribble doubles, you know, doing some the Stuart Gordon double lifts. I do a bunch of those. So I'll practice doing a fake riffle shuffle. Right, these are just little fidget things that I do whenever I'm just holding up a deck. So just a bunch of passes, some double lifts, some false riffle shuffles. There's a bunch. If you see Stefan in your hoodie, first notice that you are no longer wearing your hoodie. Oh shit, dude. That's fuck, man. Listen, you can't be funnier than me, dude. Come on, man. That's the rule for my streams. You can't be funnier than Pig Cake, which apparently is not harder. It's not hard to do. Fuck. If you had to mushroom stamp a deck of cards, which deck would it be? Well, earlier on, I said that I really do like the Penguin Magic Mark deck. But my favorite deck of all time, bar none, is the Chicken Nuggets. I have to say I have a particular affinity towards the Chicken Nuggets. If I had a deck of Jerry's Nuggets, that would probably become my favorite one. That would probably be my favorite one, but I would rather. I don't think I could get that deck, but we'll see. Has a fan ever confronted you in public? No comment. No comment on that. Unfortunately, I can't comment because then that compromises some information that I can't take back. But no comment on that. I prefer McDonald's nuggets. I almost died there. I bought chicken nuggets from UME. Yeah, dude. He has a bunch, man. He has a bunch of those puppies. But I really do like the chicken nuggets. If I do get my hands on Jerry's, I hate every time I watch X's videos. I see him like using them and stuff, and I'm like, oh man, you bastard, flexing. That's how you flex. Alex says, just got out of a gig. How's everyone doing? How you doing, Alex? But he dropped the charges. It was me. I had to file a police report. Yeah, that's right. It was by the Popeyes. I remember the other day, I think that by the other day I mean like a couple months ago. I forgot, we were in a weird part of town where there's like a dope-ish bar. And then I'm like, shit, you know, I think there's a bad part of town. And then I look across the street from the bar and there's a Church's Chicken. And I'm like, yep. Yep. Last time Pig answered that question, he said yes. And he can't say anything. And now he doesn't even say yes. I'm scaring you. Is that a fan scaring you? You're not just a fan. You're like a potential sexual conquest. Top notch. I've seen those pictures you got on the IG, dude. I've seen those pictures you got, dude. Looking like a straight up stud muffin, dude. Honestly, you should be swimming in that puss. Like swimming. Eating their biscuits with no water. Churches, yeah, you know you're in danger. Is that a challenge? Best trick for getting actual pussy. A normal conversation. A normal, decent conversation. And good social skills. An intellectually involved conversation. What else? I'm trying to think of something else. Don't lie to me. Okay, fine. French kiss. French kiss. You definitely want to have girls fold up cards, place it in their mouth, and you want to French them. You want to fucking give them a nice little bit of that French fucking tongue in the fucking cheek. And then, hold up, let's do the card to Popeye's biscuit challenge. Nah, dude, listen. The challenge is the Popeye's challenge. And the way you do the Popeye's challenge is that you have to go to Popeye's and not get shot. You have to eat at your local Popeye's and not get shot. Should be swimming in pussy, but does magic, so yeah, unfortunately that's the downside. You can't do both. Well, no, Sachi, you came up because I forgot what video of yours we're talking about. I think the Masuda rings. Somebody mentioned it. That's too risky. Yeah. Rihanna, that's too risky. Yeah, you're right. That's way too risky. I don't think anybody has ever successfully gone to a Church's Chicken and not gotten stabbed or shot or potentially what do you call this, accosted by a person of color. I separated it so Google wouldn't realize that I'm talking about throw some chickens at them. That'll give you some. I'm glad that you could get away with that, Stefan. I can't say that. I can't say that because then I get a claim. I only want one girl, but I'm not sufficient enough for her. Sad black individual hours. What? Sufficient enough for her? Are you saying that you're not like endowed enough? Because of comparisons to other? Are you being black-pilled? Are you being black-pilled? Are you an incel, Top Notch? Is that what you're turning into, an incel? I feel like most magicians are involuntary celibates. That's another move, by the way. I forgot who asked me about the fidget thing. Jonathan. When you ask me about what moves do I do, like fidgeting. Another one is, if you're familiar with Darren Brown's Devil's Picture book, it's called Mike's Move. That's another one that I find myself doing constantly for no fucking reason. It's a shit move, but it's pretty much like a shitty DPS, but I find myself doing that constantly. As a matter of fact, doing that move is what taught me how to do a DPS. Incel lives matter. Incel lives matter, Jesus. At any point in your journey, did you have a stronger version of Gimmicks? If so, how did you get past it? I had this issue. I worried it diminished my skill. I don't think so. I think I think they help you out. Just getting you, especially if you could figure stuff out without necessarily resorting to gimmicks. I think that's a good creative exercise. To try to get a gimmick and then to try to find a way to do the move or do the trick without the gimmick. That's definitely something that helps you creatively, I guess. One example of that is that monkey in the middle move. If you look at that, monkey in the middle is an effect by, I think his name is Alan Goldman. Not Alan, Mike Goldman, I think, one of those. And he has this wonderful gimmick routine that's you show two jokers, you have a card picked, you put the jokers on top, and then instantly the cards in between, no move whatsoever. I wanted to do something like that, so monkey in the middle is a result of that. Bill Goldwyn, there you go. I said Goldberg? I don't know what I said, but I know that it was something close to it. That was particularly racist. I'm like, let me think of a Jewy name. Okay, there you go. But that routine in particular is just my attempt to try to do that same trick, but without a gimmick, right? So if you could figure stuff out, for example, there's a popular Packer routine called NFW, right? trying to figure that out without gimmicks, for example. So I think that it's a good creative exercise. I personally don't like gimmicks because I'm too lazy. And gimmicks mean that you're going to have to carry something on you. Where did I learn my DPS? I kind of figured it out, honestly. I never learned it like from a particular place. The closest to it was that move that I just mentioned. It was from Darren Brown's picture book. Devil's picture book. And it was a move called Mike's move, which is very similar to the DPS. And then just doing that, and then kind of seeing, reading the name, diagonal palm shift, and thinking, how can I get from this position to a palm? And then eventually I just kind of got like a modicum of the DPS. So that kind of taught me what the DPS is. Just literally hearing the name and then doing Mike's move from Darren Brown Devil's picture book kind of taught me diagonal palm shift, I guess. It's a fucking rough move, I gotta tell you that much. Bobby Lashley has no gimmicks. He's boring as hell. Have you seen the New Zealand video? No, I haven't seen it, man. I really don't plan on seeing that whatsoever. A couple years back, there was a guy that did the same on Facebook. I can't watch that, man. I can't watch that. That shit's too much. Joe Closeted, bisexual Rogan, once said he imagined Samoans would have monster dicks. So he's on my side. What magicians originally inspired you? Or are they the same ones who you consider to be your heroes, or lack of better words today? Yeah, by all means, Darren Brown was one. I was actually having a conversation today about Lee Asher. Lee Asher's one that I growing up, I realized that I study a lot, and he hit me up on Twitter, and I'm like, oh shit. So hopefully I could go and visit him sometime in a couple months, but we'll see about that. Lee Asher's one that's great. David Williamson, Greg Wilson. The picture that I tell everyone that got me into magic is Jeff Sheridan. He's a New York-based magician, and he did this. He was doing a giant fan in New York to a group of a couple fucking dozen people, and that picture is really what kind of inspired me to keep doing this stupid shit. Just because it was kind of a dope thing. He's doing this thing. He's holding the attention of all these very busy New Yorkers.
5 or 6 stores, or
so
just one.
I found that
when I didn't know
that's kind of what got me into it, and I was like, this is a dope thing. Like, I'm gonna keep with this stupid thing. Remember when I didn't just come on, man. That's what Piggy's inspired by. Now kids are inspired by the worm. Oh fuck, don't even tell me that. That makes me feel so old. Who's your favorite magician? Zach Mueller. What? You know, like, that's the sort of shit that kids now, these kids growing up into magic or cardistry or whatever, are being inspired by. I'm giving you the super leche condensada version of what happened, but case in point, at some oh my god, hold up. Jack 120. V Jose 32 on here. Where's V Jose at? Is V Jose here? I want to see some V Jose. Jack 120. Secret is I saw a vagina before I knew what this Vernon substitute transfer is. Yeah, that's how you beat the system. Honestly, it's through doing it before. So you have to see it before. If you see it after, then it's gonna be impossible, pretty much. Like, you're not gonna be able to recover from that. What lesser-known magicians do you think deserve more exposure? Jean-Pierre Valerino, I think, is a dope one. Again, Lee Asher isn't a name I see a lot anymore. Isn't a name I see too much, but he's one that definitely warrants study. He has a couple pamphlets out that are golden. Sex sells, hand jobs, and there's another one, Trespass. Beautiful. Beautiful. He's one, again, Jeff Sheridan. Not a lot of people know about him, and a lot of people dislike his style, but I fucking love it. Shit. Another lesser known magician. Fuck, man. You're really having me think here. Shit. I have to look back and see. I know that I'm sure I have some notes somewhere about that exact question. Spidey says X-Penna. I'm not too familiar with Spidey stuff. I'm not super familiar with his stuff. Top notch. I got a raise, so I could be a little lavish tonight. Oh shit, $4.99. What? Is this the starting of a new era? What are you doing now, dude? What are you doing now, dog?
You could stop at 5 or 6 stores, or
let's wait for the Evan era here.
one.
I got a raise so I can be a little lavish tonight.
Ear rape. Oh, that's it? Okay, I raised the volume too late. You got a raise. You're giving me a raise. And by raise, I mean sexually. If you could magically fix one problem with the magic community, what would it be? Ego, man. Ego is a massive problem. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about magicians. All right. I'm gonna talk like Alex Jones. Here's a secret, Joe Rogan. Here's a secret of the magic community. See, the thing is that it's well known that brain force. Now, what's the one? What's the one that he always shows? Mind power, brain accelerator. What's it fucking called? Brain force. His pill. The supplements. Mind power. Fuck, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, Joe. I'm kind of retarded. Come on, what is it? Brain force? Somebody has to know this. I'm gonna tell you the big secret of magic here. And that's interdimensional vampire pedophiles. Interdenominational vampire pedophiles. Now, the problem with magicians is that there's a reason why you're interested in magic to begin with, and that's because typically magicians are introverted individuals, and through magic you learn how to do some basic social skills. However, here's the problem. That's not a good replacement for social skills, right? So what tends to happen is that these magicians who are natural introverts become extroverted through the social lubrication that is magic tricks. And any place outside of that interaction that's not involving a magic trick, they are awkward motherfuckers. And they are people that if they get popular, they get attention, and they gain popularity, they gain adulation, and then what tends to happen is that develops into a fucking massive ego. So you have these magicians that have these massive egos, that have these, they're the fucking top of the food cycle, the food pyramid. They're the ones on fucking top and looking down on everyone just because of this, I guess, fake, implied fame, I guess, for lack of a better term. So they have and develop this sort of what do you call this? This sort of, I don't even know the right term for it, but they develop, case in point, egos, and that I think is the biggest issues with magicians. They need to realize that what they're doing is essentially pointless. Is essentially pointless. We're doing a performance art, faking something that doesn't exist. Now, is there value in that? Yeah, there's value in that because there's artistic value. There's some, you know, I think qualities of it that are beautiful, but at the same time, you need to realize that what you do, you're not saving lives. You're not, you know, curing diseases. You're not promoting human life. Essentially, what you're doing is entertainment. You're doing entertainment, and yeah, there's, you know, some implied value, but for you to develop an ego, no, get the fuck out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here. So, I don't know, it's my take on that. Do magicians have anything massive on them? Depression. Yeah, they have massive anxiety attacks. And being on top of the magic mountain isn't something to strive for. Yeah. I mean, listen, I might have misspoken there. There is some value in magic, but it's not as pertinent as these people with these massive egos would like you to believe it is, you know? So it's just unfortunate. I think the big secret is to have magic be second. You know, even if you dedicate your life to magic, even if you dedicate your life to this thing, make sure that it's second and make sure that you are first. And that, you know, you're, as a human, you're first. Clearly you have a lot of skills as a magician. How do you ensure you maintain confidence without becoming a massive ego? I think being aware of that, man. Just being aware of, you know, your... It's the same thing in life, you know. It's being aware, being humble, understanding that there are people that are better than you, understanding that you are, you know, a speck in a sea. So I think it's just humbling yourself. I think that that's the best thing to do. And these people just don't fucking... They're not humble in any sense. They're at the top of the food chain, and then to them, there's nothing else that's... Everything else is beneath them. Like, no, dude. I hear what you're saying, and I'll pick cake, but maybe you only feel like that because you haven't become as good as a magician as I am. Because clearly, once you get to a certain point, you become God. It's not cock waving. It's not cock waving high enough. If you want to suppress your ego, then you know you're good at magic. Just type your profession into Google Images. Boom. Instant humble. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Hold up. That one was a stretch. That was rough. Whose pass is better, yours or Spades? Is that really a question, man? Is that really a question? Where's Xavier from? New York? Are you sitting? No, I'm kidding. Xavier's pass is God tier. Xavier's pass is the Coca-Cola of passes. There's nothing that tops it. All right. Xavier's pass is the Taco Bell of restaurants. There's literally nothing else that's better than that. Xavier's pass is so good that I think my mom has told me she wants to fuck Xavier. Liquor stores and check cashing places are a sign of a shit neighbor. I actually passed by a place the other day. I went to eat with a friend of mine. Bail bonds. That's another sign. That's another sign. Oh shit. A similar question to the Xavier one. Who's better, the 360 windmill dunk? You or LeBron James? Oh shit. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's the exact... Want a Sprite cranberry? Wait, are you also LeBron James? Are you also that LeBron James? Fucking top notch. I think you also might be that LeBron James, dude. How many fucking accounts do you have, man?
Stop at 5 or 6 stores, or just one.
Want a Sprite cranberry?
Drink Coke, eat ass. I've seen that shirt. I love that chicken from Popeye. Oh shit, dude. I can't do anything with that one. I'll show you something you can do anything with. Jesus Christ. Call it cliche, but I have a lot of negative shit in my life. Fiddling with cards has become my coping mechanism. Makes me happy. Yeah, I know, but okay. But even that, even in that particular situation, magic should still be second. Your health, your mental health, your physical health, your relationships, your relationships, not only, you're with a significant other, but your friends, your peers, and, your work. Those are things that if magic is your work, then, obviously it's going to be a little bit higher up. But I think you should be the number one priority and magic should be second, because if magic kind of becomes the encompassing thing that you live your life through, then you really lose focus on other things, So I know it's, I mean, again, that's just my opinion, but I just think that way you're not depending on magic, because if you lose magic, for example, you need to have something else. You need to be able to fall back on something else. And unfortunately, it goes to what I said before. Some magicians, only social experience is magic, and then what happens when you lose magic? I think that you have to learn how to be yourself, and then have magic be just, an extension of you. But make sure that you exist by yourself as an individual without magic being your sole personality. I don't know if that makes sense. Just remember, most people on the world, and you get out of life what you put into. You speak from experience. Have you ever valued magic too much? Yeah, I think so. I think at some point I did value magic way too much, and it took a while to realize that, I need to figure out like what improved myself. I need to figure out other aspects other than just depending on magic for being essentially my personality. How do you lose magic? Well, you lose magic because, for example, let's say I forgot who I was having a conversation with this about, but about essentially the fear that magicians have. Actually, I do know who I had this conversation with, but I'm not going to say who it is. Again, for the same reason earlier. But the conversation was pretty much the idea that magicians are afraid that if people find out their secrets, then they're going to have nothing else. So that's why they're so apprehensive about YouTube, is because, information is more available. So to them, their fear is that they might have somebody that maybe sees a video on YouTube, maybe sees a method, maybe learns a couple things, and maybe exposes them in performance. And once they're exposed, and once they're pretty much standing naked in front of a group of people where, maybe your method is exposed, or maybe how you did something is exposed, what else do they have to rely on? What else do they have to fall back on? At that point, you've lost the magic, right? So you have to fall back on yourself. You have to fall back on your own personality, on your own ability to interact, your normal human qualities. So what happens in that situation if you don't have, if you valued magic more than yourself? You're sitting there with your dick out, essentially. So I think that was a wonderful conversation, and it was very eye-opening, I guess. You don't want to be Randy the Ram. Yeah, you don't want to be the other guy. Who's the only successful wrestler in the movie? The wrestler, I think, is the guy that owns the used car lot in Phoenix. I think that was from Jim Cornette's shoot. This is my voice one day on Magic. This is my voice one day. No, this is my voice 1 week on Magic. This is my voice. Oh, no, you're doing the Evan Okay. The fuck? I thought you were doing like the Magic voice, which is, so your card's somewhere in the middle of the deck. I haven't touched your card at all, right? So go ahead and do me a favor and check the top card of the deck, would you please? They have this fucking overly proper sort of vernacular, I guess. I'm literally sitting here with my dick out. Jesus. It's a sickness. The Wrestler, did anyone actually see that movie for anything other than Marissa Tomei stripping? She still got it. Oh my god, she's a fucking... Holy shit, is she fucking attractive. Especially for an older woman. Her, who's the other one, man? There's another one. She was one of the singers in the Bangles. I think she's 60 and she looks, I'm not even kidding, like a 30-year-old. I think her name's Susanna Hoffs, if I'm not mistaken. But I remember seeing a video recently of like singers back then and singers now, and I'm like, what? Who is this fucking woman? But Marissa Tomei is another one that's ridiculous. What are some magic books you recommend for some retard like me that's just starting off in magic? I say the same answer every time, which is Magic for Dummies, Idiot's Guide to Magic. I think those are wonderful books. The last review I did, or the last live stream I did, was a live review on the Mark Wilson's Complete Course to Magic. I think that one is another book that, again, to me, it's been infinite, the information that I've gotten out of there. I think it's a wonderful book. So those are the ones that I recommend. A lot of people tend to dismiss those, but you need to realize that the magicians that they consulted were probably the best magicians, you know, at the time or in the world. So they really have a good crew of magic and a good assortment of tricks. I love The Wrestler and I still don't know who that stripper is. The singer from the Bangles is stunning. Yeah, Susanna Hoffs, I think, if I remember correctly. And she's older. She's older now. I think she's in her 60s and she still looks like a 30-year-old. But on a serious note, what's your favorite card trick? I think Gavin McInnes' card to asshole is probably my favorite card trick of all time. Gavin McInnes. Rip in peace, my dude. Joshua J, yeah, he has a good book. He has a great book too. Nicholas Einhorn also has a really good beginner's book as well. Oh my goodness. Damn, you're extra virgin. Jay Wanky back in slime. Do you have a lavender version of your piggy hoodie? No, I don't. For some reason, I don't know. Lavender is not one of the colors that lets me choose it in. But lavender seems like a dope color. Unfortunately, the colors are fairly limited in that sense. I'm really glad that pink was one of them. Really matches the motif. I wouldn't have liked any other color for that particular piggy face hoodie. So pink was the perfect one. Miles McInnes or Skylar Turden? Who's better? I think Miles. Miles is definitely my favorite one. Especially that one where he invaded the Alex Jones show. I think that was a great... he's really... he's an innovator. He's a real... a risk taker, you know? He's not afraid to lay it all out there for him. And his opinion. And I like his fucking glasses. Yo, Gavin, I've read his book, How to Piss in Public. It's a great fucking book. Like, no political sort of beef on it, but it's a great fucking book. I thought you shared a pic. Yeah, that was Rise Magic, but he just had a... Rise Magic had a hoodie on, and I literally just put on the hoodie. I put on the hoodie a pig cake lover as a joke. But that's not an actual hoodie. That was just a... Come on, man. That was like using the same Instagram font. How is that That's not a real hoodie. Favorite cardist? Brian Tudor. Brian Tudor. Even though he's not a cardist, he's a extreme card manipulator, if at anything. What are you saying? You would share pictures of me with your merch? And you have to be 6'3" movie star? Oh, you have to be a 6'3" movie star, attractive, and a twin. Are you describing yourself? Are you 6'3"? Are you 6'3", dude? Yeah, unfortunately that hoodie, that color is not... I don't know, for some reason purple's not there. Although purple would be a dope one. I'm messing with a couple different designs, but I'm not sure if I should put them out. What's my favorite meme? Shit, that's a rough one. Favorite meme? Shit, dude. Fuck. Dude, there are so many phenomenal ones. I don't have to go way back. I can't even think of one, man. Oh, you said Rise Magic, asshole, they're studs. Unless, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't understand the context. Top notch. Alright. I didn't get the top notch. I mean, the content. Context, god damn it. I'm dying. I'm sorry. Alright. Fuck. Yeah, they're studs. They're studly. They got movie star good looks. Alright. And yeah, they're twins. And they're both attractive and ripped. Yeet. Fuck. You got me heated now. I'm gonna tell you the secret. That's Alex Jones doing Evan Era. And here is the secret of the trick. Are they twins? No, I think they're brothers. I don't think they're twins. Might be. Might be. I'm not sure. These nuts. These nuts. I still can't think of my favorite meme, man. Fuck. Oh, you know what it is? You know the one that I've liked a lot? The Lion King meme. When it's like, the video cuts off right before something really disgustingly sexual happens. And then it goes like, ee like that shit. Like it does the beginning of In the Jungle. That shit wrecks my butt. After the accident, now I could finally put into rest forever my everlasting desire for a Taco Bell ride live stream. Rest in peace. Oh, fuck. Don't say that, dude. Shit, you just got me depressed with that. Because I'm like, because now I'm thinking, when was the last time I rode the bike? I didn't appreciate it. I'm like, oh, shit. You know, not thinking, this is going to be the last time I ride this bike. The last time I had Taco Bell with the bike. Oh. Shit, man. Am I gonna review Gentleman Wakes cards? Yeah. He actually put a gun to my head, so I have to. It's not like it's not an option. It's not an option for me. I have to. I think I'm gonna end the stream here, man. It's been a solid 2 hours, 1 hour and 59 minutes. I think I'm gonna end it at an even. I'll go for a ride in your memory. Man, that shit's a shame, bro. That shit got me fucked up because it's like, yo, when was the last time? You don't think about that thing, man. You don't think about it, but now I'm thinking, when was the last time? Fuck PewDiePie, subscribe to Big Cake. That's funny. Thanks for the stream. Took a lot of notes on what you said. Hey, man, thank you. I'm glad you got something out of it. Honestly, Wednesday I'm gonna do another one, a more themed one. So the streams happen, by the way, just for the people that weren't aware of my schedule. Uploads on YouTube Tuesdays and Thursdays, uploads on Patron Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then live streams on Sunday and Wednesdays at 9 at night. So those are the hot schedule. But apart from that, man, thank you guys for sticking around. You guys are sexual in your own way. If you have to take some advice from me, make sure that when you see some yellow snow, you put your face on it because it's exfoliating. It's exfoliating. I'm gonna go figure out different ways to take the notch out of the top. 2 3 2 3